and Mansell, all in the leading group.
There is Nigel Mansell as he gets Arie Luyendyk for third place. And now Mansell has an opportunity to look ahead to Al Unser Jr. That slower traffic just ahead. And Nigel takes care of it with no problem whatsoever.
Well, you know, seeing him carve up the field like this, you'd think he's kind of a hot-headed guy, but he really isn't. He's extremely deliberate personally. He puts his gloves in one place, his equipment bag in another place in the truck. Everything has to be in order so that his mind is organized so that he can do this kind of thing out on the racetrack.
Sam, it's amazing how much I've watched him grow up or learn or get smarter during the course of this race, and this race is only a little bit more than halfway old. The guy's capable of learning faster than anybody I've seen in a long time.
Well, Bobby, we understood that in comparison with Alain Prost, who has taken over Nigel's seat on the Williams team in Formula One, Patrick Head, the engineer there, offered this comparison. He said, Nigel is very accommodating. He'll put up with anything. Whereas Prost is very finicky and has to everything just a certain way. And Nigel can put up with anything.
Mario still leading. Nigel now after second place, held by Al Unser Jr. Over 100 laps completed, and the Newman-Haas team a dominant force. Andretti in the lead at Indianapolis, a familiar sight over the last 30 years. Al Unser Jr., the defending title holder, had his mirrors full of the new Indy star. Nigel Mansell employing street race tactics on the oval, and to good effect. Indy 93 was becoming a tale of the unexpected. Just what would the world champion do next? Lap 125, turn 3, Jeff Andretti and Roberto Guerrero in collision. And Nigel Mansell steaming through, just avoiding the wrecks. Another yellow, another caution. Nigel's fourth pit stop of the race completed, back out in sixth position, still there in contention, counting down past halfway. The black flag out for Mario Andretti, the race leader, called in for a stop-go penalty for an infringement in pit road. Mario trailed round to the pits, no rush, the yellow was out. He'd lost the lead to Al Unser Jr., but he'd lost little time. The team owners, partners in motor racing for a decade, on course for their finest hour. Green flag, 62 laps left. Al Unser Jr. leading from Mario Andretti, Nigel Mansell running sixth. Al Unser, the 92 winner, at the head of the field again, but pursued by a posse of challengers. Andretti, Unser Sr., Brayton, Fittipaldi and Nigel Mansell. Fittipaldi, fourth, past Scott Brayton. Stamina and concentration really starting to play a part. Mario Andretti after first place again. He'd won his first race for almost 5 years at Phoenix earlier in the season. His sole Indy 500 win was back in 1969. With Al Unser Jr. a pits caller, Mario Andretti was back in the lead. Unser's car was proving thirsty. He'd need an extra stop before the finish. So Andretti leading, and also up with the leading group, Nigel Mansell, and nobody on the lead lap could be discounted. Another caution when Robbie Gordon in the AJ Foyt car was towed in with a broken gearbox on lap 168. Nigel's final stop. Filling the tank to near 40-gallon capacity. They didn't want to have a stop for a splash and dash late on. This was the pit crew's last appearance in the final act.
The Camaro pace car in front of this field, everyone closing in as tight as they can. Here will be the order. Andretti, Fittipaldi, Mansell, Brayton, Luyendyk, John Andretti, and Scott Goodyear as the green flag waves already. Nigel Mansell sees it just ahead and threads his way through the middle of this field.
Less than 25 laps to the finish. Suddenly the race order: Mansell, Fittipaldi, Lyondike, the 1, 2, 3. Against the odds, the rookie at Indianapolis leading the way. A glorious charge at the end of a month when the odds seem to have been stacked right against him. A Brit in charge at the Brickyard, the equivalent of the Lions winning in Wellington or England clinching the Ashes in Sydney.
A rookie leads the Indy 500 under green deep in the race.
And he passed everybody on the outside, the inside. He didn't care where he got them. He went by what made it look like easy.
An incredible series of passes that puts the red number 5 at the front of the field. And he does it very quickly. Of course, the other cars in the lineup were a factor for everyone. While they were moving low to battle between Fittipaldi and Lyondike, it was Mansell high, Bobby.
Yes, he certainly was. He's using all the track. But remember, hey, this is the last pit stop. This is going to the end. This guy's learned all day long. Now he's after it.
Remember that no defending world champion has ever won Indy. An amazing stat, and right now Nigel Mansell is in a position to become the first.
For the most part, he's running in clean air too, Sam. That's going to be a big advantage right now for him.
23 laps away from that possibility of winning as the defending Formula One champion. Mansell.
Both the Newman-Haas cars running very strong throughout the whole race. One of the two Penske cars out, the other one, Fittipaldi, doing battle. A clear-cut battle between a very experienced driver here, Fittipaldi, and a former winner, and a rookie of enormous talent.
Carl Haas calm. No, there's the nervous tension. And a new experience, usually he causes the excitement. The lady has her say. Lynn St. James, 24 laps from home, retires with transmission failure. Another yellow, and the field bunches up yet again. Nigel can only wait for the restart. Racing postponed. The going, though, stays good. Each lap behind the pace car saves those marginal on fuel a little more in the tank. Nigel can go all the way, given the chance. The big names all grouped together at the head of the field.
And here they come. The green flag flies. And Fittipaldi trying to catch position on Mansell. Is this inexperience for Mansell, giving it over to Fittipaldi? And look at Lyondike as he moves to second place.
First to third in an instant. Here begins the fight back, but time was running out. The irony, Nigel had given Arie Lyondike the original idea with his adventurous manoeuvres earlier. Less than 5 seconds between the top three, but the problem for Nigel, spotting the way past. Fittipaldi first, opening an extra half a second each lap. Nigel Mansell still in third place, 8 laps to go. Into turn 2, and Mansell wide up towards the wall, a near brush with disaster. The car okay, but the yellow out again as a result. Mansell determined to keep going. A pits call would mean losing.